I don't know what it is, but every time I sit down, at least like the past 2 days, I have been just like so exhausted. I don't even know why I'm so tired. It's literally the stupidest thing ever, but we'll see how this goes. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Rarely Perfect podcast. I'm your host, Amelie Castillo, and today I have no idea how this podcast episode is going to go because I have had a lot on my mind. I've just been kind of thinking, and I haven't really been motivated to just sit and plan and talk about a planned out topic thing. I don't know how to explain it. I read so many things about how to make the perfect podcast, not the perfect, but just like the best podcast ever. And something that came up a lot was to plan out your episodes, but to not write a script and to just do bullet points. So that's what I did for my very first episode, and I feel like it went okay, but I don't know. I haven't really been motivated to plan out or think about it. So I just decided not to plan or think about anything, and we're just going to kind of see where this conversation goes. But something that's kind of exciting that I could share is I went to the gym for the first time with my own membership. I should put it that way because it's not my first time in a gym. I've been to a gym before, but this is like my first time that I've had my own membership with my name to it, and I can go when I want, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of scary for me because I grew up just, why am I talking like a robot? Anyways, I grew up just kind of dancing, and that was my form of a workout. Like I mentioned before and have mentioned before, I'm a ballroom dancer, and I used to compete, and I used to be very competitive with that, but that's just not in my phase of life anymore. I've moved past that. But anyways, that's how I got all of my exercise, because for the style that I did, which was cabaret or cabaret solos, I had to be super fit. I had to be super strong. I had to have the core, the back muscles, the leg muscles, occasional arm muscles. I mean, you have to have arm muscles in order to do certain dances and certain movements in dance for any dance style, or I don't know why that was so hard to get out of my mouth, but you just have to be pretty fit to be a dancer, and you have to have the endurance to be able to dance for that many hours in a day, because in high school, I practiced like every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I guess all the weekdays, not really every single day, but I did have occasional Saturday practices. And I don't know, that just kept me super fit because I was basically working out every single day. I don't know why I keep touching my hair in this like super weird way. Why is there a hair? Anyways, sidetracked. I was dancing every single day. And almost every single day, and that just kept me in super good shape because I had to be in good shape. And quite frankly, with those circumstances, you just kind of naturally get into good shape. But now that I'm not doing that, ever since post-mission, I really haven't figured out a way to work out in a way that I want. So it's kind of really fun that now I get to kind of do my own thing, and I don't have to wear certain approved clothing to just go to the gym. Because there are some schools that have a dress code, some colleges, and the college that I go to does, and has a really strict dress code when you go into the gym, which is fine. You have to wear the approved clothing, and I get it. I understand. But it's just so nice being able to wear and buy really cute gym clothes, because I don't know what it is, but when I wear really cute gym clothes and I'm looking really good, my hair is kind of not done, but just it looks clean and it's all put together, I just feel so much better, and I have a way better workout when I'm feeling confident in what I'm wearing to the gym. So, and just when I'm working out in general, actually. But I used to just do mat Pilates, which I still love, and I want to incorporate that still. Sorry, excuse me. Oh gosh, I don't know what I ate that is causing me to burp, but that's fine. Little do you know, I literally burp every single episode that I've recorded so far, and I don't know why. I literally have no reason as to why my body decides that when I pull out the microphone and the whole recording setup that it's like the perfect time to, burp or whatever. It's a natural bodily function, I guess. Anyways, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, anyways, I'm into mat Pilates. I love mat Pilates. I want to get the equipment for mat Pilates. Like, I want to get the little, this is my problem. I don't really have the education for it, but I don't know the technical terms, but there's like this little ball thing, and then there's little ankle weights and wrist weights, which I guess you could just use for both. And then there's like little weights that you can hold and do different like arm workouts and stuff with. Anyways, oh, and then there's like that little ring thing that you like squeeze between your legs. I don't know. I want those things because I think those would be so cool. Oh, and the bands. Can't forget the bands. And the Pilates. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I love the little Pilates socks. I found this brand that has the cutest Pilates socks ever. And it has the little like grips on the bottom and they're like super cute. Some have like little cherries on them and like a little like ruffle. Because like right now I'm wearing, sorry, I'll just show you my socks. Sorry for all those who are listening. But I'm wearing these Nike socks that my husband got to fit him, but they didn't fit him, so he gave them to me. But anyways, with the Pilates socks, they have like a little cherry like right on the outside ankle, and then they have like a little ruffle right on top, and it's just super cute. I don't know why. I really want them, mainly because they just look super cute, and I'm not like a super girly girl, but I still want cute things. I think every girl does. So I just think if I got Pilates socks, I would totally get on the Pilates game way more. But I'm poor, so I'm poor and I don't have a lot of money. But that's besides the point. I really love Pilates. It's a really, really fun way to work out. It kind of reminds me of dance where you have that mind to body connection and you have to really focus on what you're doing so you don't fall over, because if you know ballroom, okay, it's a dance that requires a lot of concentration, a lot of mental, like mind to body connection, concentration, and it requires a lot of concentration because one, you're dancing in heels, and two, you have a partner that you're trying not to pull down, and three, you really have to concentrate on your like feet staying grounded in the floor or whatever. Oh, sorry, I should talk like this. Like, you really have to concentrate on your feet having that connection with the floor and pushing and pressing and making sure that you're staying grounded and connected and growing from the toes all the way to the tip of your head. Like, there is so much that goes into ballroom, and I didn't realize that until I got a really amazing coach. But anyways, it's just super refreshing to be able to find a different way to work out that's not just ballroom, that I can still feel that mind to body connection, where I can still keep that awareness of my body and what's going on and how everything's feeling, how my muscles are doing in the moment, what needs to be stretched out a little bit more, what needs to be worked out a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. I just really appreciate that in Pilates and the discipline. If you're a dancer or know any dancers, you know that it requires a lot of discipline. And something that I don't think people realize is that same discipline, that mental and physical discipline that you have to have for dance, you also have to have that for Pilates. I saw this thing where the Pilates instructor was comparing Pilates literally to like the military, the US military, which I think is so funny. It's like, I don't know, of all things, like Pilates, where you see a bunch of like cute girls in their cute little outfits, like you're comparing that to the military. That's so funny. But I think it's because of the discipline. It's not necessarily the physicalness, the like outward appearance or the different requirements of the military. It's mostly, like, I think the comparison is mostly focused on the discipline that is required for the military and also for Pilates and dance and cheer. Okay, a lot of people have a lot of hate towards cheer, and listen, I get it. But when I did cheer, I didn't realize that it required so much discipline and so much effort and so much hard work, because as a young girl, I was super lazy. I didn't want to do anything. You kidding me? I wanted to do whatever the freak I wanted. I didn't want to have to listen to a coach. I didn't want to have to listen to my parents. I didn't want to have to listen to anybody. I don't know why I sounded so different there, but I didn't want to listen to anybody. And I don't know. it was just crazy to me when I did cheer. I only did it for a year, but I loved it. It was super, super fun. I just didn't like the girl drama. There was so much drama, and I didn't want any part of it. So I quit. But anyways, back to my main point about Pilates. I just love it because it's just super fun. And it makes me feel so cool. Like, once I finish a workout and I know that I've done it fully, I just feel so good. Like, I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you've ever tried Pilates, but when you finish an exercise and you know that you did your best and you push through those Pilates shakes and you push through all of that, it's torture, okay? You push through all of that. Oh, you just feel so accomplished. And you feel so much better. Like, you get home and you're like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. But then you end up going back again because you're like, dang, like, that was super cool. Super awesome. But anyways, I've learned now, in the past 2 times that I've gone to the gym now with my husband, with my own membership, doing my own exercises, because, okay, before I get into this, before I talk about what I've learned, I went to the gym with my husband where he tells me what to do and I just kind of like follow along his workouts, and following my sister-in-law around like a little puppy. Like, I literally went with when we were visiting them, I think it was for Christmas or whatever, and I literally was like, I have no idea what I want to do or how to do any of these workouts or how to use any of this equipment. Like, this is all so this is all so foreign to me. I just scratched my head a little bit. That's fine. It wasn't that aggressive. But she was super nice, and she showed me how to do things, and she helped me with my form. And I think with her helping with my form and my husband helping me with my form, I have been able to look up different exercises that my favorite like workout influencers do. I was able to not curate my own workout, but I was able to find a workout that I like and take into account what they have taught me, so that I can work out with proper form and actually work out the muscles that I'm wanting to work out in the times that I'm wanting to do that. Does that make sense? That was kind of all over the place. But anyways, so taking all of that into account, one thing that I've learned so far one thing that I've kind of taken away from my 2 days of experience going to the gym so far with my own gym membership is it's fun. Like, it's actually super fun. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. I literally, oh my gosh, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but 2 days ago, but when I'm recording this, so it was Monday. Yes. So I worked out Monday and Tuesday this week. So Monday, it was the first day that we were able to finally use our gym memberships that were finally activated. And I literally had a mental breakdown before I went. And like the whole day I was super excited. I was telling my husband, I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally cannot wait to finally go to a gym where I don't have to like worry about what I'm wearing. I don't have to worry about all the other people there. Like, I can finally just focus on myself. Like, I was so excited because, okay, we have this gym at the college that we're attending right now, and the people there show off and are so uncomfortable. They creepily stare at you, and I'm aware you're going to get this everywhere you go. Every single gym, you're going to have a couple of those people that are like this. They're going to show off. They're going to try to flirt with you. They're just going to try to be all creepy on you. And then, I don't want any part of it anymore. So I don't know. I went to that gym and it was okay. It served its purpose. It was okay. But I just wasn't ever comfortable going to the gym there. Even though I was with my husband, I still felt like I was being watched and people were judging me. And I don't know. No one likes that feeling that they're being watched and people are judging them. No one wants to be judged. And so, anyways, I was super excited to finally go to a gym where I could just finally be free. I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but like that's how I was legit feeling. But then it came to finally getting ready to go to the gym, and I was like, oh my gosh, I look stupid. My face looks dumb. My hair looks stupid. I'm not ready to go to the gym. Like, I want to go, but I don't. Like, my body's telling me yes and no all at the same time. And I just kind of got all these like mixed up emotions. And my husband was like, what is going on? Like, 1 minute you were so excited to go to the gym, and now you're like, I don't want to go. And I was like, I don't. In the moment, I had no idea why I was feeling that way. But looking back, I was literally just having a mental breakdown because I was so nervous, because I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been in this gym before. I didn't know how everything was like set up. I wanted to know, I don't know, like going to the campus gym or whatever, I knew where everything was. I knew where the weights were. I knew where all the machines were, all of the rower machines, all of the the treadmills and like just I knew where all the equipment was. I knew how the room was laid out, so I knew exactly where I was going to go and what I was going to do before even going there to the gym to do that workout. And for me, that's super important when I'm going to a new place, is knowing exactly what I'm going to do when I get there and know how to execute it so that I don't feel as off. I need chapstick. Sorry, give me a second. I need chapstick. Sorry, I got my chapstick because my lips are super chapped. Okay, so anyways, I like to plan every single thing out before I go to the gym. It just makes me feel so much more secure and so much better. There's people outside and I don't even know what they're doing. Whatever. Anyways, I'm the type of person that needs to plan out like every single thing that I'm doing before going to a new place. And so the fact that I couldn't plan out my workout and plan out where exactly I was going to stand, that was super scary for me. And I know that sounds kind of silly, like, okay, girl, like, you'll just figure it out when you get there. I eventually got myself to the point where I was like, okay, like, yes, I can go in. I'm going to just kind of figure it out as I go. These are the exercises I'm going to do. This is the type of equipment that I'm looking for. And once I kind of just, like, calmed myself down and, like, talked it out with my husband, I felt so much better. Can you even see me? I don't even think you can see me right now. Whatever. But anyways, I don't know. Once I finally got to the gym, I felt totally okay, but I didn't like the fact that I couldn't plan out exactly where I was going to be in the gym, and I couldn't see it in my head before going there. And I don't know why that was so scary to me, except for the fact that I just like to have everything planned out. But once I got to the gym, like, despite all my anxieties of not knowing anything, once I got to the gym, I finally just was able to breathe. Because I looked around and I was kind of observing, and I realized no one's looking at each other. Really, they're all focused on themselves. And something that was super huge for me is when I was going over to the dumbbells with my husband, I was standing in front of this bench or whatever, in front of the mirror, because I wanted to see, myself so I can make sure I was in the right form and I wasn't, tweaking my body in a certain way that was going to, like, hurt my muscles or whatever, or work out the muscles that I wasn't wanting to work out, Anyways, this guy comes up and just kind of, like, points. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of points and is like, hey, like, are you using this? And I was like, oh, no, like, you can use it or whatever. And I was like, oh, my gosh. No one ever does that on the gym that I go to on campus. They kind of just, like, step in your way and take whatever they want to use, which is kind of frustrating. But it's nice to go to a gym where there's gym etiquette. Like, you're not feeling like everybody's just super selfish and they're all, kind of just thinking about themselves. No, they're thinking about themselves, yes, but, like, they're actually aware of everyone else around them. So I'm kind of nervous for when I go again, but I'm super excited because I get to learn proper gym etiquette. Like, I already have pretty good etiquette. I feel like I have pretty good, like, consideration, but I don't know the unspoken rules of the gym. I don't know what's respectful, what's not, because I didn't grow up going into gyms. It's just kind of crazy to me that I'm now able to become a gym girly, because I was kind of looking around and I was like, dang, like, some of these girls have been coming here a long time. Like, I want the bodies that they have. Like, I want to look as toned as they are. I want to look like them. And I don't know, at first when I was kind of thinking that, I wasn't actually thinking of it in that way. I was kind of comparing myself the first time that I walked in the gym, but the more that I think about it, I just want to be like them. Like, I just want to be like those girls. And I don't know, just knowing that they had to go to the gym for a really long time to get the bodies that they now have, and they had to work really hard for that, it kind of motivates me to want to go that often and to want to have the bodies that they have and to work as hard as they. I don't know, it just motivates me to want to be that motivated and that determined and that self-disciplined. Is that the word to use? Self-disciplined? I want to have that discipline, that self-discipline that is required in order to have a gym body like that. Because I mean, I'm pretty fit right now, but I'm not anywhere close to where I used to be when I was in high school. Evidently so, because I haven't been working out or dancing as often as I did when I was in high school, and I haven't been, running around and doing stupid stuff like I did when I was in high school. So I don't know, I'm not in the same shape, and I don't think I'll ever be in that shape again, but I want to be in better shape than I've ever been in before. I want my muscles to be toned. I want my legs to look toned even without flexing. I want my arms to look toned without even flexing. Like, that is my goal. And I want abs. I love working my abs. It's my favorite day to work. If I could work out abs every single day, I literally would. If it wasn't unhealthy. Not that it's not healthy, but I just heard it's really good to focus on certain muscle groups every single day and break it up so that you don't overwork your muscles. I don't know why. Ask my husband. He's the one that knows all that stuff. I don't. I just know what I read online and what my husband tells me. So, but anyways, I'm just super excited to finally work towards the body that I want, because I don't know about you guys, but I get so caught up in comparison sometimes, especially with what's on social media. I just get so, it's so easy to just compare myself to all of the people that I see online. And something that I've kind of done to kind of change my perspective so that I stop comparing myself to others is I recognize, oh my goodness, even though they are so fit, they had to work super hard to get the body that they have now. They had to put in the time and the effort and the discipline and they had to put in the work. Because, I mean, I can sit here on my couch and I can be like, oh my gosh, like, I really want her body. Like, she's like, why can't I have a freaking butt like her or abs like her? Like, why? How did I say butt? I don't know why. I'm not looking at girls' butts. I'm not lesbian, okay? Promise. But like, why can't I have a body like hers? Well, first of all, you're sitting on the couch, you're eating all this junk, you're eating candy, not that candy's bad, okay? Like, you can still have candy, but it's not the healthiest thing to eat all the time. You got to look at your habits, you got to look at what you're doing before you start comparing yourself to other people. And quite frankly, like, why are we comparing ourselves to other people? They don't have the same lives as us. We're not living the same life. We don't have the same bodies. We don't have the same genetics. We can't expect to have the same look and appeal as someone else does when we literally don't have the same genetics. So something that's kind of crazy to me is how unfair to ourselves, especially as women, to compare ourselves to each other. It's just so damaging to yourself and to your well-being, to your spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, like your overall well-being, every single tier. It's not good for you, because if your mental health is not okay, then your body's not okay. So that's also something that I appreciate about working out, is when you are lifting or you are exercising in a way where you have to literally concentrate on that movement, solely that movement. You can't let your mind wander anywhere else. That is so beneficial, because it helps you kind of gather your thoughts and your feelings and kind of push them aside for a little bit, to where you can focus on something that is for you and that is to help you and to better yourself. Now that I'm, in my 20s, I'm 22 years old. Okay, wow, that's crazy to say. My gosh, I feel like just yesterday I was saying I'm 18. Hallelujah. That's crazy. But I'm 22 years old, and something that I've kind of learned, and I'm still learning, I shouldn't say I've learned it fully because I'm still learning it, comparison only hurts you. And the way to get over comparison is to appreciate what you have. Don't be selfish. Don't be like super conceited. Don't have this ego. Don't be cocky. Don't be arrogant. But just recognize the truth about yourself. Recognize your strengths, but also recognize your weaknesses. That's what being humble is all about. You're not only, you're not putting yourself down, okay? So you're not just recognizing what your weaknesses are. You're recognizing what you're actually good at. And by doing that, it helps you to recognize who you really are and to appreciate who you really are and how far you've come in this journey of life. And I mean, if you're in a spot where you're super, super low, that's okay, because the only way to go when you've hit rock bottom is up. That's my favorite quote from Sing. But I don't know how I got on this conversation about comparison, but that's it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a ton of fun. I actually had a ton of fun recording this episode today. I think that was way more fun for me to just kind of talk about what was like on my mind this week and kind of what happened, rather than trying to plan it out, because I don't know, I'm not one to plan things like that. I love to talk freely. I love to speak about what's going on inside. Hopefully you guys enjoy chatting or whatever with me. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great week. Okay, see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.